You and I know there's no love lost between Tim Bradley and Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis does not like the criticism Tim Bradley gives him. He thinks Tim Bradley's a bum. He does not belong in the Hall of Fame. But he's not the only one that feels that Tim Bradley should not be in the Hall of Fame. There's Teofimo as well. You know, athletes today, they don't take criticism as well as they did back in the 80s and 90s. There's always a clap back. You can't say nothing bad about the performance, or you will see clapback. But you know, I do question sometimes Tim Bradley's commentating on boxing. You know, he misses things, and he makes it clear that he's a company man at ESPN. So most of the time, if this guy's an ESPN fighter, Tim Bradley's backing him up. And this is why I like watching ESPN fights with no volume. The Zone is not much better, but ESPN to me seems like it's the worst. Maybe it's just my opinion. But anyway, this interview is from FightHub.com. I just took a little clip from FightHub.com, and it's Tim Bradley talking about Gervonta Davis. Now, Tim Bradley tried to go on his merry way, but they kept asking him, and you know Tim Bradley cannot resist. So this is Tim Bradley on FightHub.com giving his opinion on the state of Gervonta Davis' career. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. This is Tim Bradley on FightHub.com.
Frank Martin, he's green. You know, it's almost like, to me, it's like, bro, you like almost a 30-year-old prospect, dog. Fight the best. Fight Shakur. Oh, he tried to fight Lomachenko at the end. I already know what everybody, but Loma didn't want that smoke. He retired Loma. All this. You could have fought that 5-6 years ago. But you was in protective custody. Straight up. PBC protective custody, bro. Straight up. No, I'm serious. No, but look, they built a hell of a product. The dude looks, look, man, makeup covers up a lot of imperfections. Matchmaking can do the same thing. What are you scared of?
And like I said, I do not agree with a lot of what Tim Bradley has to say. But I do agree with this. They wanted to fight Loma when Loma got old. Loma's been asking for that fight for 8 years. And they want to bypass all that. Tank fans want to bypass all that and say that Gervonta Davis retired Lomachenko. Gervonta Davis could have fought Lomachenko before Teofimo did. And what after Leonard Ellaby and Calvin Ford told me, I don't expect Gervonta Davis to fight the best. What did Leonard Ellaby tell us about Gervonta Davis? He's an attraction, not just a boxer. So you don't want your special attraction to lose fights. You don't want your special attraction to be in risky fights or be in fights that is not tailor-made for Gervonta Davis' style. Like, we're not going to get a Stevenson fight anytime soon. We're not going to get a Devin Haney fight anytime soon or a Teofimo fight. And those are fights I think Tank can win. But you look at Calvin Ford and you look at Leonard Ellaby, those are risks they're not willing to take. I still remember the words of Calvin Ford, and I'm paraphrasing. He says, I don't want Gervonta Davis in there with a style that does not match our style. Translation, if we can't get a knockout in that fight, I don't want the fight. So it's clear to me and other boxing fans, Gervonta Davis' aim is not to be the best fighter in the world. Because if that is the case, he will be cleaning out divisions and fighting the best fighters in his division and the best fighters around his division. But like Leonard Ellaby said, Tank is not only a boxer, he's an attraction. Just a step above Jake Paul. Or at least that is what they're aiming for. I refuse to put Gervonta Davis in my top 5. Does he have top 5 talent? Sure he does. But he's not doing top 5 things. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. What do you think about Tim Bradley's comments? Says Tank Davis is a 30-year-old prospect. Not just that, but he's scared of real competition. Jay Beasy, I'm gone.